Hi, friends. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, in her cute green hat. I came on a little bit early today because we had trouble. I had trouble last Friday, and I'm hoping to I added an extra few minutes, there we go, to make sure that things are working. So I do see that things look good. Okay, it looks like we're live. So I just wanted that extra cushion to have a few more minutes. And welcome, welcome. I hope that you're doing well. Let's see, Christmas is a week from tomorrow. I can't believe it. Of course, everybody always says that. And I'm wondering how you're doing on your Christmas shopping. We are doing pretty well. I've got, I think, just about everything done. Hilda, good to see you. And Renee, good to see you. I came on early just because I was having so many problems last week. I wanted to add a little cushion there. How are you girls doing about your Christmas shopping? I think I've got it all done, and now I'm ready to start the baking. My cranberry nut bread, that is what I need to start baking. So I wonder if you have special recipes that you make. Minda, good to see you. What do you guys think of Ellie's hat? I know we got her this cute little new hat for Christmas this year. I think it's just adorable. I'm going to have like a little, hi Roz. I'm going to try to do like a little photo shoot and post some pictures of her, coming up in the next week. But this is her first foray with the new hat. I don't think she likes it. She was trying to get rid of it a few minutes ago. So that's what I want to hear from you guys. How is your Christmas shopping doing? Have you got it? Have you got it done? I did a lot online, and I just got a bunch of packages today. In fact, just a few minutes ago, they really delivered. They delivered quite a few. Let me see who this is. Holly, good to see you. So I've got wrapping to do, but I think almost all the packages are here. All the gifts are here. And then I have been mailing back to my son back east, and I've told him, do not open the packages. She is adorable. We love her. She got a bath this morning to be all ready for you guys. And tomorrow she's going to be, yes, thank goodness for online shopping. I love it. I just love it. You don't have to go anywhere, and it comes pretty quickly if you've got your estimates right. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. What was I going to say? Oh, tomorrow I'm getting my hair done, and Ellie is, I wanted to give her a bath today because she's going to come with me tomorrow. She likes to go when I get her hair, get my hair done. The hair girl really likes her, and she's so good. She sits right on my lap the whole time. Let me switch her to this side. You might be able to get a little better picture. I saw this hat and I had to order one for her because I saw several dogs, Yorkies, with this little hat, and the ears stick out. I don't know if you can really tell. Her ears aren't as long as I would like them to be, but they do stick out. Those are little ear holes. She's getting pretty impatient. She's getting like, Mom, let me go. So, Deborah, good to see you. You just got back from the hospital and you're putting your feet up watching everyone's posts. From the hospital, were you sick? Let us know, Deborah. Maybe I knew and I forgot. Or maybe you work at the hospital. I'm sorry, I don't know. But let us know. Tell us. So anyway, how is your shopping going? I want to hear about your shopping, and I was going to remind you guys, this coming week I'm going to be making my cranberry nut bread, and last year I posted the recipe on Facebook. Deborah, oh no, oh, I'm so sorry about your grandson. I'll be praying for that. Oh, poor guy. So if you I know several of you made my cranberry nut bread last year for the holidays. So I'll post it again. I hope I remember. Tonight, I'll try tonight to post it on Facebook, the recipe. Tina, good to see you. Um, well, you're welcome, Deborah. So truthfully, I have so much to show you that I really want to get started. So I think I'm going to put Ellie down. She's shopping all done and wrapped. Oh my gosh, you are way ahead of the game, Tina. Good for you. My shopping is done, but my wrapping is not done. I have wrapping to do. So anyway, I'm going to put her down so that we can, because I have a lot to show you. Ruth, hello, Ruth. Okay, I just took off her little hat. That'll make her more comfortable. She was a good little model. She was a good sport about it. So I want to show you some beautiful cards that you all have been sending me. And I just wanted to show them to you because you all do such beautiful work. I've told you that before. And I got a gift today. You've been sending me a few gifts, and it's just really warms my heart. It just is so sweet of you guys. So Michelle Eaton made this beautiful card, and I got a big box from her. And you guys, check this out. This is a Christmas tree ornament. It has a little clip that can clip on your tree, but I'm going to find a really special place for it. And it was so thoughtful because isn't that gorgeous? It's a sparkly pink flower. Michelle, thank you. How sweet of you to send this to me. So beautiful. I need to find the perfect place for, I know, like wowzers, right? I'm going to set it a little to the side of on my little table here. But I probably will move it out of the way in a bit because I don't want to get anything on it. Then Tina, sweet Tina, you're all sweet. Look, check out this adorable card with the notes and totes. Isn't that cute? I'd seen some others. Sandy, hi, welcome. Using the notes and totes for a Christmas card. Isn't that darling? And then Tina sent me a gift also. This is a little Vera Bradley coin purse. Isn't that so cute, little ID purse? I love Vera Bradley. You guys have my pink. You guys know me, and I really appreciate it. I can't wait to drop this into my bigger bag. Very cute. And then I could just carry it with me all the time too if I didn't want to bring my bigger bag. Thank you, Tina. So now I just have gorgeous cards. Okay, that was it for gifts so far. So this is a card from my downline and friend Sue Moore. Many of you know and follow Sue Moore. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. This card is so gorgeous. I don't even know what papers these are. Renee, I think Renee's on here. Deborah, I'll try to remember, or you message me and then I can respond. That's the best thing to do. Thank you. So Renee made me this gorgeous pink card. You guys check that out. Isn't that beautiful, Renee? Thank you so much. I love this. Love, love. Let's see. So many beautiful cards. This one is from my downline. I might have shown you this the other day because this was wasn't a swap card, but it's from one of my downline gals. And this one is from Ruth Gonzalez. Ruth, I love this. Look at how cute she did that. Look at that. That is from... it's on the last chance list. I'm trying to remember. But anyway, so cute. I love this. Ruth makes beautiful cards. This one is from another one of my downline, Lori Taylor. And she used some letters I'm going to show you in a minute. We're not going to use them today, but these are the party letters. Isn't that nice? This one I may have shown you. It's an autumn card, but I love it, from Colleen. I just love this card. I think I might have shown it to you, but I like it so much. I love the opening. So we might make one like this. Another pink card. This is from Cindy Reed in Canada. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? Every one of them is beautiful. This is from Karen Kozlowski, and I love this design too, this design on the front. Look at those rectangular panels. More Than Autumn. Yes, yes. Um, isn't that a nice design? This one just came, I think, yesterday. Maylu Cartwright. Check this out. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that silver and lavender. I only have 2 more. I know, it's like I got so many. This is just too cute. This is from my friend Brian King. Isn't that so adorable? He makes such cute cards. And then this is from Robin, my friend in Downline Robin. Aren't those beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm just blown away. I was just sitting there earlier today just looking through all these gorgeous cards. That's why I wanted to start a little bit early, and I did. Okay, now I really don't have any announcements today. The only announcement that I really have, we're going to use today, and that is the product of the month. Hi, Linda. I really, we have Last Chance going on. Pre-order for demonstrators. If you want to be able to pre-order and you're not a demonstrator, this is a great time to become a demonstrator and get the starter kit. And I have a link to that. And then the product of the month I got, and I want to show you. We're going to use it today. Thanks, Kimberly. So I have also been making something we're not making today, but I want to show you. And so I'm going to turn you down. And I want to show you, I have been looking at these. They're in the annual catalog, so I can open it up. And they're on page 87. Both pages, actually, 86 and 87. And they're these initial boxes with your initial in them, made with the Party Alphabet dies. And I just recently got the Party Alphabet dies, and I wanted to try out this box. And I found another demo who did a YouTube. So this is not at all original with me. It's just that I wanted to make it. And I wanted to use some of my new product of the month. So I made one for my daughter, Heather. And it's really easy once you get the hang of it. The base takes thick, basic white cardstock, and then you just make the top out of any DSP that you want. And I love this particular pattern. I'm going to show you all the product of the month DSP in a minute, the whole packet. Then I made this one. I wanted to make a little darker one with an S on it that I cut out, and you put a window sheet behind that. That's a little window sheet. And then I decided, since I am going to go tomorrow to my hair girl, I wanted to make one for her, and her name is Serena. But I thought, okay, those are year-round. I wanted to make a Christmas one, so I made this one for Serena out of the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper, and I put Christmas candy in it. And isn't that just super cute? And I cut the S out with, and actually I think that might be, there we go. That was upside down. The larger part goes here. This is from the All Seasons Velvet, All Purpose Velvet, something like that. The S. You got yours too, Roz. Yes. So just some fun things. Maybe one day I might make this. We might make it to get the boxes together because they're super cute. And I plan on giving several for the holidays. Aren't those just darling? Okay, let's see Omara. Good to see you. Let's look at the product of the month. This is the first product of the month for December. And we don't know what January will be, but with a $75 order, you can get the product. You can then, for $5 on top of that, you can get the product of the month. And this is the one for this month. And you've seen some of the papers. It's called True Blue Florals. And it is very, very nice. And it really, those boxes are cute. And we're going to make a fun fold card with it today. I think it's just beautiful. I think I have it turned a little on the wrong side. This is beautiful. I really like this one. And then this, I think we have this that we're going to use today. I guess I just had them kind of all turned around. Love that. So traditional looking. And check this one out. Isn't that pretty? And then this actually is my favorite. I do really like this. Aren't they beautiful? Pam, good to see you. You got, Deborah got hers also. Yes, I do. I love this paper. It's beautiful. And it's not going to always be paper. The product of the month is not always going to be paper. So I think that's kind of exciting. I'm already wondering, what is it going to be next month? So our card for today, and I want to allow plenty of time for it because it is a fun fold, is this card. This is based on one of the cards I got in my swaps from my little party, my team party. Nancy, good to see you. And look at how pretty that paper looks with this card. I wanted something that would really show it off. And I also wanted to use something new and do a sneak peek. So the sneak peek, and I think we've used this before. I just love it. This bundle that's in the new spring catalog that starts January 6th, Joyful Squares. Here's the stamp set, and this is the die set. And there it is. And we're going to use some of these dies today. There aren't a lot of dies, but they're extremely versatile. Does it say on the back? Yes. And interestingly, I believe it's just Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. Correct. Only Balmy Blue and Night of Navy, but aren't they gorgeous together? Plus white. Plus white. So this is your sneak peek, and this is what we're going to use today. So let's get started. And I really like this stamp. I used it on the inside and on the envelope. I think that is just the cutest stamp. So let's go ahead and make this. And again, if you want to know the pattern or the design and all the measurements, get out your paper and pencil and take it down, paper and pen maybe, because I don't do tutorials except in my classes to go. And this is your tutorial. I'll give all the measurements as we go along. So it starts with just one piece here. And I'm going to move my beautiful flower over to the side because I don't want anything to happen to it. And before we really get started, because we need to use the paper trimmer a lot on this to do some scoring and things like that. You might have a scoreboard. I tend to just use the paper trimmer as the scoreboard because it's all in one, and that way I don't have to bring out a second device, you might say. Okay, so this is Night of Navy, and this is your card base. There's just a little something there. I'll turn it over. 5.5 by 4 1/4, just our standard. Okay. Then we're going to put a piece of Designer Series paper, and again, all the paper we're using today is from the True Blue Florals paper. Oh, I am, Audrey. Welcome. I love all of you, and I love my cards. Okay, so this piece of Designer Series paper is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, and I think I've already got it at the 5 1/4. Yes. So we're just going to cut it at 4 right here. Okay. And I'll just leave my paper trimmer right up here because we're going to be continuing to use it. So we can go ahead and glue this down right now because everything else builds on this one piece. The card base, B-A-S-E. Okay, here we go. Doesn't that just look so pretty? And even though we're just in the throes of Christmas and we've got another week tomorrow before Christmas, we've been making Christmas cards since August. So I'm kind of ready to make a little something else. So I'm really glad this came out. All right, now the next piece, this is what really makes the card. And this is a piece of basic white, and it's 11 by 4. And we need to pull out the arm of our paper trimmer for this one, okay? So I've already cut it at 11 by 4, and now we're going to do our scoring. So I'm going to remove the cutting blade down out of the way because I don't want to make a mistake. And we're going to score at 2 inches. There are 4 different score marks that you need to make here. 2 inches, 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and 9. Okay, and I hope I did it right. I'm pretty sure I did. But I'm always concerned. I'm always thinking, maybe I didn't. So we're going to turn it over. I like to fold, and you can fold however you want. But you know, they talk about valleys. Katie, good to see you. Welcome. They talk about valleys and mountains. Well, when you score, it makes a little valley. And I like to fold away from that, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do. And what this should do is make a little square. And it does. There's your square. And we're going to burnish in just a minute. And then we fold the sides back like this. And there's your little front of your card that we're going to adhere onto the card base. But let's go ahead and do our burnishing because we want to make sure that our card really folds up nicely. So I'm going to burnish those folds really, really firm because this is a fun card. Margaret, so good to see you. Happy Christmas, Michelle. I showed your beautiful flower. I just got it today. I set it out of the way because I didn't want to get any ink on it. It is so gorgeous. Thank you so much. Everyone loves it. It was in it pink. So beautiful. Okay. So here's our little part that eventually we're going to do a few things, but eventually what happens is we put it on the front of our card base. But before we do that, we're going to put some designer series paper on the front panels and on the inside panels. And that's one reason I used this particular card pattern, Fun Fold, because I wanted to show off this gorgeous paper. True Blue Florals. Okay, so we're going to cut some designer series paper. This is the first piece, and we're going to cut it at 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I think it might already be at 3 3/4. Yes. So we're going to go at 1 3/4, and this is for the front panels that show from the front. Polly, good to see you. And we need 2 of these, 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we have 2 of these for the front. And then for the inside panels, we want 2 more. And I'm going to use this paper, the one that I really like the best. And this is 1 1/2 by 3 3/4. So let's cut at 3 3/4. Whoops. This is a scrap, so it had like a little strange curve right there. So let's go at 3 3/4 and then 1 1/2 because the inner panels are a little bit smaller. 1 1/2 and 1 1/2. Okay. Now we can go ahead and adhere these to our Fun Fold part. Okay. So the navy pattern goes here, and then the balmy blue light pattern goes right in there. So let's go ahead and get these glued down. And you know, definitely you could use the insides. I mean, it's just, or the other side. It's so beautiful. This paper is just very pretty, especially if you love blue. Most of you know that my mother-in-law passed away in September, and I've been thinking about her with regard to this paper because her favorite color was blue. And so when I made her cards, I would always try to, like Mother's Day cards and birthday cards and stuff, I would always try to make her a blue card because she loved blue. So this is in honor of her. Okay, and there is the navy piece. Just like that. We're going to do that on both sides. Just checking the comments. This is a really fun card. You can make it with any pattern for any occasion, any pattern paper. I think it's really fun. And I think I'd seen it before, but I don't think I've ever made it until one of my downline brought it as a swap at our party a week ago. And I just loved it, so I copied it. Okay, now what we can do is we can go ahead and adhere it onto our card base. And here's how it's going to look, just like that. And what we want to do is make sure each side is equal, right? So I'm going to keep it closed, but the little trick is that the front panels are, do you see how they're just a little bit longer, a 1/4 of an inch longer outside of the part that's going to glue onto the front there. And I'm going to put a little extra glue on this piece like that because we want to make sure that it really sticks down. Okay, here we go. And it is 4 inches wide, which is the same width as this designer series paper that we put on here. So we can just make sure that it's right on that line. And there we go. Isn't that fun? Isn't that just fun how that works? A couple of masculine prints. Yes, I don't disagree. I've been using that adventure paper, something adventure, Weekend Adventures. That is a good masculine paper if you're looking for one. Okay, now for the inside, we're gonna start doing some die cutting. Put my paper trimmer down, and I'm gonna get out my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, my little favorite guide. And what we're going to do on the inside, I've already done a little cutting to save us time. On the inside, let me pull out these dies. Again, these are called the, this is part of the Joyful Seasons, is that right? Joyful Squares bundle, okay? And I'm going to use these squares right here. So I'm going to pull off both of these. And what I've already done is I've already cut, to save a little time, I already cut the Night of Navy paper just like that. So let's see. Oh, it goes at a square. It doesn't go at an angle. My little white one we're going to put in here goes at an angle. So the next thing we're going to cut is I'm going to use this die to cut this piece, and we're going to end up with that little square on the inside. This is a really fun stamp and die set. Really fun. I like it because it makes all these different sizes of squares. Okay, so we're going to run this through. Just like this. And it makes 2 different things. It makes this nice frame, and then it makes the little square, which is the one we're going to use on the inside. So let me move these out of the way. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the larger square in the middle, and we're going to put the smaller square at an angle, just for fun, just to give it some interest, right? Okay, so we'll glue down this one and try to get that pretty much even on all sides. And I know you can't write a lot, but it's enough for signing your name. Now, I'm not going to put a dimensional on the white because we want it to close nicely. We don't want it to stick up. So I'm going to glue the white piece down also. As a diamond, kind of a diamond shape, like that. And it should fit perfectly, and it does. Isn't that cute? Now, let's do a little bit of stamping. And I'm actually going to get a scrap that I have a scrap in here. Okay, here's a scrap. Let let me set this over. I just want to practice a little bit. What I'm going to stamp is this fun little, I can't remember what you call these little things. They're not doodads. You guys are going to know the word. Some of you will because you're so smart. That little thing. What do you call that? Frill, a little frill? I wanted to practice because I want to stamp, and I could have done it before, but I wanted to stamp after I got this glued on. I want to stamp one up here and down here. So it's a little bit scary, right? If I make a mistake, we'll just try to fix it. But it was an easy little thing when I did it before for my sample. Isn't that just cute? And then you just turn it around. We're going to make another one. That might not have been as straight, but isn't that adorable? And while we're at it, let's go ahead and stamp our envelope just for fun. Flourish. Lori, thank you. Yes, I knew you guys would know. A flourish. I think it's a very adorable flourish. Now, one thing I did think of with regard to the envelope is you actually could put it, one on each side for the address, but I didn't. I just did that for now. Flourish. Love it, love it. Thank you so much, Lori. Okay, so now all we do is decorate the front, but we're going to have fun with that too. Blue is your favorite color also, Pam. Michelle, yes, I loved it. I just think that is so fun, and all you do is sign your name. Really, that's all you need to do. Okay, now we're going to make the front, and we're going to use another stamp, and this is the stamp we're going to use for this. And I usually put my stamps at an angle because I had read, let me put that lid on, that if you put your stamps at an angle, you can actually stamp straight. It's easier to stamp straight. I don't know who told me that, but anyway, I heard that, so I do it. That's why it looks a little kooky on that block. This is a large block. I think it's the E block. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this on this scrap of basic white, and then we'll cut it out. Some people cut and then stamp, but I really prefer to stamp and then cut, because then I feel like I can get it more perfect. I'm just going to really press down to get all the lines there. Isn't that pretty? I just think this is such a pretty stamp. I love this set. I really do. Okay. Now we're going to cut that out with that same large die, the large square. I've got it stuck in the lights. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Okay. So let me just look here. Uh-oh. Okay, there was a funny noise. I hope nothing happens weird. I don't know what that noise was. I don't like it when I've been having problems with my system, so I apologize in advance if anything weird happens. I don't know what that beep was about. Okay, now I'm going to cut this out, just like this. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Okay, here we go. I think that might be the last die cutting we need to do. So here is our pretty square that we're going to use for the front of our card. And what I'm going to do, there is a circle that I can use to cut out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 1 7/8 circle punch. I don't know why, I just am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know, I was. No, maybe I'm not. Okay, I guess I'm not. I guess we're going to use the circle. I thought I had used the punch, but I guess I didn't. I guess I used the circle die. So, my mistake. Here we go. Let's use that circle die and cut that little circle out, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. It's going to be fun. Just to give some more added use of the Pretty Designer Series paper. And again, this is the True Blue Florals, which is the product of the month for December. The noise is fun. Well, sometimes that noise means something weird is happening. That's what concerns me. Okay. So now we have this piece. And this is going to go on the front of the card. And what I've done, I think I did, I have it here somewhere. I think I pre-cut. I did. I pre-cut with that large square die, this one, a piece of the Designer Series paper. And what we're going to do is we want to put it right behind there, and then we're going to stamp our sentiment right on that Designer Series paper. So the sentiment I'm going to use, and the reason I love this whole set, is this one particular sentiment has just captured my heart. Little snippets of joy. I just love it. So I think before I glue, I'm going to just hold my white piece over the Designer Series paper and stamp. But I want to make sure the stamp is fully inked. Little snippets of joy. Okay. There we go. Love it, love it. And now all we have to do is, let me see if I glued, yes, I just glued that right on like this. So this is really a sneak peek day. Aside from the True Blue Florals, which is available now, pretty much everything else is a sneak peek, and I'm going to use some pretty ribbon here in a second. Okay. Now I'm going to use, this is one of my new favorites, okay? It is gingham ribbon, balmy blue gingham ribbon. So I know it goes perfectly with this paper because we saw that the colors in this paper are Night of Navy and balmy blue. So I'm going to cut off some ribbon, and you guys know me, I like to cut a lot because I like to be able to really make my bows pretty, and sometimes I like to have very long tails on my bows, so I always cut a lot of ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a bow right around the base of the square here, and we can always move it. I'm going to lower it a little bit at the end here. But we're just going to tie a cute little bow. I believe this is a very sweet card. I like to make sweet cards. You guys probably know that already. And so we just play with our little bow and get it all fixed up cute. Pull the little loops. And then we can adjust it down a little bit like that. Okay. Isn't that adorable? The stamp set, yes, it has, this is the stamp set right here, and this is what I use to stamp, and this sentiment. And then the dies have those squares that I showed you, the dies. And this is cool that we now have a picture of the dies. These are the dies. This was the large square, this is the inside and the circle, and they even have a die for the flourish. It's called Joyful Squares, the bundle. Okay, so now we have our cute little front, and the trick to this is now we're going to adhere it on the front just like that. So I think I will go ahead and trim my little tails of my ribbon so that I can really work with the square. Okay, Roz, bye-bye. Enjoy the grandkids. All right, we'll just cut that off with the special ribbon scissors. And what I'm going to do for this, I want to use dimensionals. Linda, seriously, I don't know why, I don't know why things just become your favorites, but I saw it in the beginning and loved it. Okay, so now I want to put dimensionals only on the right side here. So about right halfway down that little circle, or halfway down the paper. So let's try to get them only on that right side. And I like to put my dimensionals over ribbon so that it keeps the ribbon in the place where I want it to be. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of put a lot here because I want to make sure it sticks. And I think I'm pretty much right up to the half. Yep, I think we're going to be good. Okay. And we'll just peel those off. I feel like making like 20 of these cards. It'd be a lot of work, but it's just such a cute card. All right, now here we have to get it centered from top to bottom and left to right. So let's try it like that. And hopefully no dimensionals show out. Okay, so we can just press that down, and there is your little card. Isn't that so cute? I don't know what this is called. Maybe some of you have a name for it. Now, I do have some little brand new little gems. It's called the Easter Assortment, and these, I believe, are Balmy Blue. But, you know, I put them on my sample, and they just didn't show up at all. So I kind of don't feel like even using them because I don't want to waste them if you can't see them. So I think the card is good enough as it is. And where's the little envelope? Here's the envelope with the little flourish. Isn't that, I think that is just a super cute card, a fun little design. So if you like this card and you'd like to win it, put the word prize, and next week I will choose, right before we come on, I will give you a number and run it through the random number generator, and a number will be chosen. So put the word prize if you want to get this card. All right, let's come on up. And thanks for sticking with me. That is a fun card to make. It really is. And I just love the way it came out. And that paper is so pretty. Hi, Kathy. So the prize from last Wednesday we made 2 cards. If you'll remember, we made these 2 cards. And so both of these, thank you, Katie, both of these are the prize for this week because we made 2 cards. So they probably won't come until after Christmas, but you can use them as patterns for next Christmas or use them for next Christmas. And the winner is, we had a lot of people that wanted these cards. And the winner is Vicki Eakins. Vicki, congratulations. Vicki has been watching me for a long time, and I really appreciate you, Vicki. And so I have your address. I've gotten all the other prizes out. Those were all put in the mail a couple days ago. So if you've won a prize and haven't received it up until today, it's in the mail to you. And Vicki, I'll get yours out within the next few days. But with the mail such as it is, it may not come until after Christmas. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week making cooking and getting gifts and whatnot. And I will be back on Friday, and then next week I'm not sure about the 26th, but definitely the 24th, a week from today, I won't be doing a live because, you know, that's the 24th. That's Christmas Eve day. I might do one on the 26th. I'm not sure, but I will be here this coming Friday the 19th, and we'll make another. I already have a fun fold planned for that.